Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Camouflage of the World. I'm Mike B, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Russian VSR, or Vooruzhenie Zili Rossi. I know I probably butchered that, but it means Russian Armed Forces. Camouflage pattern. So this was introduced in 1991 to kind of replace the GTSKO pattern, if you're familiar with Russian patterns. That was developed in the 80s, and at first, pretty elite units were the ones that were issued these, special forces troops and what have you. But then by 1994, this pretty much became the standard issue for all the Russian forces that they could possibly think of. And there were so many variants of this. I'm just going to show you this one today. This is the one that I'm keeping because it actually fits me. It's a very highly desirable camouflage pattern in the United States because Russian camouflage is very hard to find for whatever reason, trade embargo. But yeah, it's just not that common to find this stuff, the real stuff. I'm sure knockoffs have been made. But yeah, I'm kind of getting scatterbrained here. So this was used from the Russians until about 1998. I'm sure it was used past that, of course. But it was replaced by the Flora pattern, which is my personal favorite, and a lot of other people's. But this is just a cool piece of history, and it's called the Dubok, or Little Oak pattern, because it's kind of looks like, you know, reminiscent of the World War II German oak pattern, but it's kind of blended in with a longer, like, U.S. woodland pattern. The pattern itself, like the strokes, are very long. It's not little dots, so kind of looks like oak bark. I don't know where they got that name. I'm just throwing out a couple possibilities. So yeah, you'll see that there's a lot of storage space on this as well. Very practical. You got both arms have pockets on them. They're secured by Velcro. This particular jacket's dated 1998, so this is one of the last ones to be used or made. You got the Russian Armed Forces patch right there. I know the top says Russia in Russian, and I don't know what the bottom says. If anybody can shed light on that, that would be great. Throw it up in the comments. But yeah, and then you got the 4 pockets on the outside, and then there's a big pocket right in here, conveniently flask-sized. Anyway, so it's made out of a really heavy cotton twill, but it's not like super heavy and unbreathable. It's pretty nice, but it's not exactly lightweight, and it's very comfortable. You got the epaulets right there. And the inside just looks like that. It's just plain, there's no mirror pattern of the camouflage. So yeah, they use these. I have a few sets of these available in my shop at the time of me making this video. I'll be posting them individually. I'm hoping to get more in the future. So yeah, this stuff just looks cool. And like I said, there's so many variants. I received approximately 15 sets of this stuff from a very small source that's now dried up. And I think I received probably about 6 or 7 different variants out of that 15 sets, or out of those 15 sets. So it just goes to tell you that, I mean, some of the colors are different, some of the patterns are a little bit smaller and bunched together, some of them are a little bit bigger, some of them are dark. It's just really weird, but so many of these were produced, and like I said, I'm hoping to get more of these. Very interesting pattern, and this kind of got Russia into the competition in the world as far as keeping up the camouflage patterns of what works, and now they've got about 1 billion different patterns that they use. So, but this is the staple of the first Russian uniform. It's not a Soviet uniform, it's a Russian uniform, because it obviously was adopted after the collapse of the Soviet Union. So that's why it's a pretty historically significant uniform and camouflage pattern, because this is what the Russians were known to be wearing in the 1990s and early 2000s. Some other units were wearing it then, when it was replaced by Flora, and then eventually got Digiflora and a bunch of other ones, and et cetera, et cetera. But I hope you enjoyed watching this video and kind of learning about this particular pattern. Hopefully I'll be getting more Russian patterns and be able to tell you a little bit about them. So if you see this, you know what it is now. Not all of them are going to have the patch right here. I kept this one because I kind of like that. And yeah, if you want to snag a set, make sure you sign up for the newsletter at mikesmilitary.com and keep checking the one-of-a-kind page to stay updated on if I can get some Russian stuff. I got some stuff in the works, but I'm not going to get anybody's hopes up. So we'll see how that turns out. But right now I've got a few of these that you can get. Thanks for watching, everybody. Really appreciate it. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the thumbs up, like this video, which I'm sure you did. I think it's pretty cool. Russian stuff's always fun. And yeah, also check out the link to my Patreon in the description. Just $1 a month, you can become a supporter, and it helps offset the cost for me. I do fund about 99% of my channel out of pocket, but crowdfunding helps quite a bit with offsetting the cost of ammunition and supplies needed to make shooting videos and ballistic test videos. So check that out, become a supporter. Thank you for watching. Hope you learned something, and we'll see you on the next installment.